guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is one of the most exciting videos I have ever done on my channel, and I've never had to do this many intros. Today I'm revealing my cosmetic line, Dominique Cosmetics, so weird to say, Dominique Cosmetics Latte Palette. I have given you sneak peeks for a while now, and it is finally here. Are you ready? Ta-da! This is my baby. As you guys know, I'm a mom. Jaden is my son. This is my second child, Dominique Cosmetics. And then the palette, I am shaking right now, by the way. Here is the palette, Dominique Latte Palette. I have worked so hard on both of these guys. The front, the back, everything is all my creation. I will go into more of it a little bit, but first I want to announce something for you guys. I have a special gift. I'm giving away 5 latte palettes along with a $100 gift card to go along with it so that you can get anything you need to create a full look with the palette. And all you have to do is follow Dominique Cosmetics Instagram. I will have it right here for you guys to follow. And also be sure to sign up for the website so you're the first to know when the palette pre-launches. It actually pre-launches on the 24th, but you will be the first to know exactly when it's out and ready to go. All right, so now that I have announced that to you guys, I am going to go into Latte Palette itself, and I'm gonna try not to get emotional because this is my baby, literally. We've been working on her for about a year and a half, and we're here at this moment right now. Oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start. I'm gonna start with what it looks like. This is the sleeve. It's such a unique coppery rose gold. It's super sleek. It's like a brushed foil with the DC on it, which is my logo and Dominique Cosmetics. On the back, it has Latte Palette with the colors behind it, the ingredients, and all my handles for Dominique Cosmetics. And then we are going to open it up. It's a white palette, but it's super easy to clean. That's one of the things I was thinking when I was making it. It's white. I want it to be very Instagrammable, something like an accessory, but at the same time, I want it to be easy to clean because I've dirtied it so many times, and it cleans like a dream. This is the back. I was actually inspired by this gorgeous pillow. It had like these different textures on it, but it was basically like a geometric pillow, and it looked really cool, and that's what really inspired the palette itself and the broken lines around it. This is like a dream. Like the words in my head are like scrambling, but I'm just in awe of this moment right now. So if I sound out of breath, it's just because I'm super excited and nervous at the same time. I worked really hard on this palette, and I'm so excited and happy to bring it to you. As you guys know, I started off with an eyeliner brush to create fuller lips. So I've talked about that video before, and now I'm here with my own cosmetic line, with my own palette that I've put all of my heart and tears. I literally cried and threw things about this palette to get it to where it is today. So it does mean everything to me, and my career has basically led up to this moment. So it's kind of like, it's kind of scary and exciting to talk about at the same time because you want everything to come out right. Let's open it up so you can see what the inside looks like. This is the inside of the palette. It has a really nice thick protector for your shadows. You have a large mirror that you can see my camera in. The pan sizes of the shadows, I purposely made them a little bit larger than normal because I wanted you to get as much product as possible, and at the same time, somebody that's on the go, I want them to be able to dip their powder brush in there. You can see there's like a banana shade. The vanilla cream is a yellow undertone, and you'll see how I use it in this video. You can actually set your concealer and brighten your eye. All of these shades are very buttery and creamy, but they're also buildable. It's something that's going to start off soft, and then you can layer it to a very vibrant pigmented color. I wanted these shadows to be very easy to work with no matter where your skill is. I know there's some people out there that don't know how to work with extremely pigmented shadows. So I made sure that these shadows are buildable to a very high pigment, but you can start off soft. The color payoff is amazing, and I'm going to show you that while I'm talking about the shadows. I use all of the palette except for about 3 colors. So I'm going to show you Double Shot. Double Shot is a matte purple with a red undertone. The next color is Creme Brulee. This is a foil shadow. The foils are so creamy. They glide on your skin like butter, and they're very pigmented. Actually, Creme Brulee was made to to match the outside of the palette. This foil color was actually pretty hard to get because this isn't like a very common rose gold kind of coppery foil. So I wanted to create a color that is very similar to this because I just wanted to put this all over my eye. Espresso is a cool tone brown with these gold shimmers going straight through the color. It's just one of the most beautiful colors. And I'll show you how the other colors swatch throughout the video as I use them. This is the perfect size. You can throw it in your purse. You can use it for different parts of your face. So the price point for this palette is $42. This is a luxe formula and there are real crushed pearls in the foils. You're getting a nice pan size, a beautiful accessory for yourself. I wanted most of the shades to be matte so you can have really detailed dimension in your eye if you wanted. I also want to tell you how Latte Palette came about. My mom loves coffee as much as I do, and she always made this girl time for us where we'd drink coffee and we'd talk, and we'd always have flavored coffee. I couldn't have coffee without flavor, or else it was basically not coffee. As I grew up, that became part of my routine. I shared it with you guys on Snapchat. I began to share it with you all the time, so much that me and you guys had a bond through our morning coffee. I would get snaps from you guys in your coffee mugs, and it just became something that really brought us together. And I love lattes. Latte is a beautiful name. I love the foam on top of the latte, and I just thought that this would be perfect. It goes perfectly with the warmth of the shadows, the feel of the palette, the look of the palette, and that's how the Latte Palette came about. If you want to know more about the palette, I will talk about it throughout the video. If you want to learn how to get this look right here and more about the Latte Palette, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you can be a part of the quad family. And without further ado, let's get on with the video. I'm so excited to film this video. I don't even know where to start. Here we go. I already did my brows so that they can be ready. First, I'm gonna even out my skin. I already put on primer. So I just found this in my last video. This is a really good foundation. Instead of using my hand, I've been using this more recently, just like a little mixing plate so I don't have to get my hand full of foundation like I normally do. I'm just gonna take my moist beauty blender. Ooh, I don't like that word. Damp beauty blender, and work that into my skin. It looks lighter right now, but it definitely oxidizes just a bit down to my exact skin tone. And this is the shade 23 Peach. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in light medium. Use my beauty blender and work that in to my eye so I have a nice, even, smooth base to work on. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into the eyes. This is a really exciting moment for me. I'm going to be using for the first time on camera a Latte Palette. Here we go. Woo! So the first color I'm gonna start off with is Vanilla Cream. It has a warm yellow undertone. It's really buttery and creamy and just glides on the eye so beautifully. I specifically created this shade for dullness around the eye to brighten up any type of dullness that you have. You can even set your under eye concealer with this. It's kind of like that banana shade, but in eyeshadow form. And I want to give thanks to my mom for this shadow because I was born with super dark under eye circles. It's just hereditary for me and my family, and I was kind of teased about it in school, so I was so tired of it. My mom had this yellow concealer. Actually, she didn't know that I grabbed it, but I grabbed it. I put it on and went to school. I felt a whole lot better about my face that day. Everybody was like, oh wow, your eyes look really good today. And that was kind of like my first step into this world of makeup and really loving and embracing what makeup can do for you inside, outside. And I was color correcting and I didn't even realize I was color correcting yet. I love yellow for dullness and darkness around the eyes. So thanks, Mom, for your concealer, because now I have it as an eyeshadow. It gives you such a bright, beautiful, fresh, youthful look. I have 7 matte shades so that you can get a lot of dimension and you can create a lot of different looks with this shadows. I don't know if you guys noticed, but in my videos, I like to have a wide selection of transition shades. So I made sure that I had enough of those transition shades in the palette. So I'm gonna take Caramel, which is the lightest transition shade in the palette. And it is truly a warm, smooth caramel color. And I wish it smelled like caramel, but I didn't want to irritate anybody's skin or somebody just doesn't like the smell. So for my first palette, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna put it on the note card. So when you get it, you still get that full effect, but it's just not embedded in the shadows. So I'm gonna take Caramel and pop that on to my crease. And this is just going to add a soft, subtle definition. What I wanted to create with these shadows is a buildable type of formula. This shadow is going to really build up. So you can start kind of soft in your crease and then build up the shadow. So I'm just gonna work that all into the crease and I'm gonna extend it to the end of the brow bone. For the next transition shade, I'm going to take Pumpkin Spice. Every time I say one of the shadows, I get giddy. I don't know, I just get like this, it's a weird feeling. I just get really like, ah. So I'm gonna take Pumpkin Spice and work that in the crease as well. So I'm gonna have a nice warm crease, but I'm gonna keep this towards the center going back to the brow. It's almost like the shadows are related to each other because they complement each other so well. They just melt into one another. And that's kind of what I wanted for you guys to create really easy on your own without even thinking about it. So you can see caramel and then you have pumpkin spice. It's so easy for them to transition into one another. I'm gonna blend this out, but I don't wanna go all the way to the inner corner with this. And just build up that crease. For the third crease color, I'm going to take Hazelnut. Hazelnut is a coffee that I'm drinking right now. It's such a pretty Ferrero Rocher. I don't know, it just makes me think of that in an eyeshadow form. I'm actually gonna take Hazelnut and work it on the outer V of the eye and extend it all the way towards the end of the brow. Colors just blend so easy into one another. It's like butter. So my camera shut off and I already have this drama happening on this eye. So I want to amp up the drama in the eye look. So I'm going to take Mocha, which is a beautiful matte chocolatey brown. It can take you from a daytime to a nighttime dramatic look. So without being black. And I'm just going to focus that on the outer V, like right on the end. And the brush that I'm using is the Morphe M507. And I like it because you can start off soft and you can definitely end up very bold and dramatic. With any of these eyeshadows, you can start off soft and you can go really bold. While I was making these, I wanted like the most pigmented shadow. And as I was working with a chemist and formulating the shadows, I realized that if you have too much pigment, then it won't blend and it kind of sticks. And it's just a balancing act. I've learned so much with formulating these shadows. So I made sure that they were buildable. A lot goes into making a cosmetic line. It takes a long time to get what you want. When I was testing the shadows out, I would always test without any concealer or any primer on my skin, and then I would test with primer. And I made sure that no matter what, if you have a primer or you don't, you're still gonna get a nice payoff without it being crazy where you can't move it around. And not everybody can use shadows that are super intensely pigmented. So I wanted it to be a formula for every and anyone. And I wanted to make it super easy to follow. The colors coordinate and you really can't go wrong with any color you use together in the palette. So I put a lot of work into the color scheme and I went back and forth on the browns. The mocha actually almost turned black but looked brown. So it's a real balancing act getting these shadows to perform and look as good as they do in the pan, because you can put it on your eye and it's black or it's a different color or it doesn't blend. So it takes a lot, and it takes a lot of research and learning. This is something that I've always wanted to do. This is like a new journey in my life that I've always wanted but never thought that I could really do until now. Very fortunate that I'm able to do this and really put my heart and soul into this formula, into these colors, designing it, naming it, really put my everything. And I hope you guys love it because it means a lot to me. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pop on one of the foils, which are so beautiful. I can't even begin to tell you how beautiful these foils are. They are made with real crushed pearls. And I feel like I gotta show you because it's so freaking good. Well, I'm trying to figure out, do I want creme brulee, macchiato, or espresso? I'm gonna go with macchiato for the inner part of my eye. You could even leave it like this, it's so pretty, but I'm gonna go ahead and pop on a foil. Whew, I can't believe I'm using a foil. I'm using a foil on camera. So excited, oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna take macchiato, which is a beautiful champagne color with soft gold flecks going throughout the shadow. when I see this, I just take a breath. Like, it's beautiful. I went back and forth on so many variations of these 3 foil colors. It's insane. I actually changed one of them last minute, which is creme brulee, to match the outside packaging. And that is a beautiful color as well. It's more of the rose gold. But I'm gonna go ahead and take macchiato and work this on the inner half. And I had my friends try them that came over to my house, and they were so excited for them. They wanted to use them as highlights. And I was like, maybe later, but this is what they are now. And if you want that Instagram highlight, you can definitely use it. I'm gonna bring that down to the inner corner to highlight the inner corner as well. I just wanna use all of the foils on my eyes. I have more tutorials coming, but you're gonna see so many different looks that I'm gonna create with this. I cannot wait to show you. But this is just one of the many looks that you can do. Take a wing liner brush, some Fix Plus, wet my brush up, and dip it into macchiato, and I'm gonna create a wing with macchiato. For the lashes, I'm gonna use my Iconics because those are my faves. Just wait 30 to 40 seconds and then pop them on. So while I'm doing this, I'll go ahead and put on concealer. For concealer, I'm gonna use the Tarte Shape Tape. Just put that on so we don't have any crazy dark circles. While my concealer is still kind of wet, I'll go ahead and grab a translucent powder, pop it on right before it dries. I feel like it sets it, it brightens it, but there's just a really small window of time where you get the most out of your powder in your beauty blender and your concealer. So put it on underneath my eye really quick. Look up to the heavens and pack it on. I'm gonna let that sit on my face for a second. I'm gonna go into Hazelnut and work that on the lower lash line first. I'm just gonna do a little bit halfway. You can go all the way in. For the lower lash line, I'm gonna use Cold Brew. I absolutely love Cold Brew. It's a deep turquoise kind of color, and it's just the perfect mix of blue and green together. You can use it all over your eye. You can use it on the lower lash line like I am for just a pop of color. I think you're going to die for Cold Brew. You are going to love Cold Brew so much. This will definitely be a lot of your guys' favorite color. I can feel it because when I was making it, I just kept like, I kept taking this deep breath because it's such a beautiful color. So is Double Shot. If you're going for a soft eyeshadow liner kind of look, Cold Brew as a liner is beautiful. I'm gonna pop back into caramel. So I'm gonna blend this through the edge of Cold Brew. I just wanna thank my mom's painting that she gave me because it inspired this color. I actually have it right here. I'm gonna show you guys. I was so inspired by these tones of blue for Cold Brew that I was like, okay, we have to make this happen. And our eyes are done. Oh my gosh. I love this look so much. It's so easy for everybody to do. The pops of color are perfect. I purposely made the shadows a little bit larger than normal so you can easily fit a face brush in the shadow and really use it as a multi-purpose palette. And I just want to use this whole palette all over my face. But you can easily set a face brush in here and pop it in, and it's gonna fit easily without getting into the other colors. I wanted this to truly be something multi-purpose, so in case you don't have your bronzer or you can't set your under eyes, you have your eyeshadow palette and it can do all those things for you. I'm gonna contour with my Natasha Denona palette right here, and this is in medium. I'm actually gonna use Vanilla Cream to highlight the center and right across. I'm gonna use Vanilla Cream on my under eyes to show you how bomb Vanilla Cream is for the under eye. Comfortably putting it into Vanilla Cream, and it just brightens everything up. It is such a multi-purpose palette. You guys are going to love this palette, and it is $42, but you are getting so much product. So I'm gonna use it right in here. And I like to use it right around the corners of my mouth too, where it's kind of dark. For the highlight, I'm actually gonna use Macchiato. I'm gonna start off with Hover from MAC. And then I'm gonna take the YSL lipstick in number 7, this little guy right here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm actually shaking because I'm done creating a look with my palette and the reveal, and I'm shaking inside. I don't know if you can see it, but this is the final look. So happy. So crazy. This is it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, thumbs it up. And before I let you go, just to let you guys know, if you have a dream, you can start anywhere, start at any time in your life, even if you think it's the wrong time. I'm telling you, dreams do come true if you put your everything and your all into it. Start now, right at this moment. You can do it. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and until the next video.